So today we got the Samsung dryer. The problem we have today that the dryer is not heating up. It's not drying the clothes, of course. Makes sense, right? It's not heating up. This is the part number down here. I already checked the temperature. I turn it on and it's just 30 degrees, so it's very cold. We're in Texas, it's not really that cold, but the lowest is 30, 40 degrees. Okay, anyway, so we have this Samsung dryer. Everything works. You turn it on. Everything, it turns. The drum turns. Uh, Everything is just looks normal. The only thing that it does is not heating up. It's not drying the clothes. Okay, so we're gonna take them apart and then we're gonna check and test the thermostats and the heat element. Okay, I'm gonna just test by continuity. Is that what you call it? Continuity with a multimeter. Okay, and they wanna check the components. Okay, the parts. Why my dryer is not heating it up. Okay, thank you. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna. You can remove the two screws on the back. I'm just gonna take the whole assembly apart, so that way you have an idea how to do. Okay, when I take the whole part, the whole dryer apart, so I'm gonna take the top off. Then I'm gonna screw the four screws on top to remove the panel, like as you can see right here. Okay, so there's more screws right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you need to open to take the other two off. Okay, take the filter off, and you wanna take. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to see. This is my first time taking them apart, so I'm just checking. But I just find out that there's two more screws right here. 1, 2. There you go. And the top there is the switch door wire that you need to disconnect, and the one on the bottom. There's the one from the top and one on the bottom right here, as you can see. Disconnect the panel right here. You can disconnect from there or from at the end on the other side. I just noticed that you can disconnect from the other side too. Anyways, that's it. Just put the be careful with these parts, because that's the board and the panel, so the display. Be careful. It's very sharp, so be careful if you get. Don't touch it. You use gloves, because I cut myself, and it's very sharpy all around here, the edges. Okay. Disconnect the connector, disconnect the top. So I'm gonna remove the whole panel thing right here. That way you can see how it looks like. This is a electric Samsung dryer. That is not heating it up. It's not heating at all. So I'm just removing this part right here, and you can see. Take all the wires connection as well, just remove them out of the way. I'll try to remove some of the screws, but it won't work. So it's just the top right here. Yeah. Remove these wires right here. Take it off. Check for the wheels. Everything looks nice and tight. Otherwise, just lubricant. Put some W40 on it. Okay, now it's time to remove the drum. Removing the drum, you just pull it out. Take the belt off. You just pull it from the back. That will be better for you. You can try in the bottom just to remove them, but for me it was easier like this way, because I got fat hands. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna show you how it looks like now. Okay, now when you get to this part, make sure everything looks normal. Touch everything like, is it free? Like if any broken wires or the belt, if it's still in good condition. Otherwise, just replace it, because you already got open area right now. So just check every piece right here. This is the heat element. So when I test the heat element, the thermostat, and the two thermostats right there. That's all that we're gonna check today. Here is the motor. That's the switch for the motor. Well, that's the heat element. That's the switch for the motor. Yeah. So sometimes you can check this thermostat and the heat element. If it's still, if they're good, you must the switch element should be bad. But now we're gonna unplug the heat element first, and we're gonna test it out. Okay, so we're gonna test. We're gonna use our multimeter and continuity right here. It has this is the setting that you can put it. Okay, just give a multimeter any auto parts, O'Reilly, Walmart. Make sure it's the one that
Vamos a
beeps
checar que sí haga continuidad. Mira,
like
tiene
this.
que hacer beep si
You
hay
hear it?
continuidad.
Okay, so that's all it needs. Okay, so we're gonna test the heat element first.
Mire,
And there's no beep at all. If it's good, it had to beep like beep
no hay
beep. It
continuidad para
sound
nada.
like that. But if it
Este
doesn't,
es el
that means the
gusano,
heat
que viene siendo el
element is
gusano,
bad.
no,
Look,
no hay
there's no
continuidad.
sound. Okay, so no continuity.
Después,
Okay, now we're gonna
vamos a checar los
disconnect the
termostatos.
wires from the thermostats. There's two of them. So you disconnect this, and we're gonna place the red and black. As you can see, it sounds beep. Not here, and but the next one it will work.
Y no importa dónde vaya el negro y el rojo.
See, so that's good. That thermostat is good. We're gonna check the next thermostat next to it. I'm gonna check for continuity. Okay. There you go, continuity. So it beeps. This one beeps too. The heat element, it doesn't beep, so we're gonna replace
this one, no bueno, okay?
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the heat element by unscrew
Okay,
a couple of screws.
acuérdense que vamos a quitar esta
There's
parte
some on top. We're gonna remove
para sacar el
two
elemento que
thermostats on the side
calienta.
first,
Ahorita vamos a ver cómo.
and then
Vamos a quitarle
more here in front of the
los
heat
sensores
element,
para hacerlos
okay?
para un lado. Siempre saquen fotos para que vean cómo van
I'm gonna show
conectadas
you
estas
where
líneas,
they're
¿ok?
going. You can
Siempre saquen fotos para que vean dónde van conectadas. Y ahorita vamos a empezar a desarmar todo este pedo
go
aquí.
ahead and remove that one. There you go. Just take a pictures if you just to remember where they're going before you take them apart, because sometimes it's hard. Me, I got the video, make sure to take a picture where which thermostat goes where. Okay. I'm gonna remove the thermostats. So we say the thermostats are good. Okay. So they wanna remove another two more. It's only one screw, my bad. Sorry. Okay, so here is the heat element. So now we're gonna take them apart, the top of the heat element, because we need to remove them so we can order the part. Okay. And we need to look for the part number inside the heat element, because this is just the like the case. Right here there's some brackets here. Well, it's just a piece of little plate here that you need to connect to. Okay, so here's the part number right here. As you can see, I'm gonna show you so you can put it on this part number. I just type it on eBay. I like eBay better than Amazon. eBay, I always order my parts from eBay and never had any complaints. So I'll just type the part, and it's right here, the one on top, $18.13, and then it comes like this, as you can see. Just put the part number on the eBay in the search tool box, and then you have the different options. So I'm gonna go ahead and the 18, which is the cheaper one. It has 5-star review, so that should be good. Okay, and it takes like about 3 days to deliver. See, it's Friday. Today is Friday when I record remove this one, so I got it on Monday or Tuesday. No, it was Tuesday when I received the part. Pretty easy, pretty simple, always with eBay, you know. They all got my information, and you just pay $18 just to fix the dryer, you see. All right, so let's do it and look at the new one. Okay, so we received the part already. Took 3 days for delivery. We ordered on Friday, and today is Tuesday. It's not really a good packing right here, but the part is intact, so it's good. This is the company that I bought it for on eBay. And here are, just like they promised, or like they have in the picture. All you gotta do is take it off the old one, and there's a little piece of metals here that you need to remove. Right there, as you can see, is one of the pieces. It's a little leg, so you need to unfold it, like right there, to get out so you can move out the old, so the terminal, the contacts can get out. Look, there you go, just like simple like that. So I'm gonna do the other one. I took the screws, but you don't have to take the screws out of the other part. So I just, was my first time doing it. So, okay, just compare the parts, make sure that they're all good. Yeah. And test it before you install it, You gotta test it for continuity on the new part. There you go. So you put the new one right here, put the little leg, fold it. Yeah, like this. There you go. There you go. That's good. So that will be prevent from get it out, I'm gonna do it on the other little leg too as well, just to have them very secure. All right, that's it, guys. Pretty simple, pretty easy. That's all you gotta do. And this is the hardest part for the heat element, taking all these apart. So now just line the heat element with the top, with the cover, and here these little brackets from the top. Right here, you need to sit it down, as you can see. Yeah. And then with the other hand, I'm just lining up the and then put the screw back in here. Okay, there you go. Just take a picture, for when you take them apart, something like this, so how everything goes back together, and separate the screws. All the screws pretty much are the same except for these ones. These little ones for the cover, the heat element cover and bracket. Alright, so just put everything back on, and then other than that, you all set. You're good to go. Make sure inspection it, clean it, and before you install it, once you have everything open here, make sure everything is lubricate, so you can add W40 right here on the pulleys, on the tensioner, and everything. Yeah, lubricate, make sure, clean everything nice and tight. As you can see, everything is pretty clean, like a brand new dryer again. Okay, so this is normal like every other dryer. Here's my son with me, just try to bother me. What are you doing, son? What? You want a cookie? Oh, go tell your mom to give you a cookie. Go tell your mom. Say that to mommy. Alright, so after you clean everything, put a little bit of grease on the rollers right here. That way you don't have any noise. Add W40 as well, and clean the areas around the surface. Make sure the little fan down here, the white one right there, is spin freely, as also with the motor. Just make sure that it spin freely, and this pulley tensioner too. All right, clean everything nice and tight. Don't let it get wet. All right, so let's go ahead and do everything else now. Put the heat element back on with the thermostats. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna I'm gonna just clean and be pretty good and dry the pulley of the tensioner. Okay guys, so I'm gonna ready to put it back on. All you gotta do is turn it, and right there, just like that, and there you go. Okay, and just install the screw that was there already. You can install the thermostats together before you install the heat element in here, so I didn't do it. There's one right here, there's another screw right here, and the last screw right here. Okay, now I'm gonna install the thermostat, and as you can see, the wires are on the same just the same direction for the thermostat. So here the little one, very small one, goes at the end. Yeah, at the end. Okay, and then the big one that goes in the other side. I was confused by then, and they said, oh, it was right here or what? I tried to install it, but they said no, it's not going here. That's what I'm saying. Take pictures, but even if you try to install it, it won't work it out there. So anyways, just do on the other side. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. You're the man. You're the man. Okay. All right, and the big one, which is the black one, it goes right here. That's the high limit thermostat, I believe. Okay, so it's pretty simple, guys. On the dryer, either of these three parts, where they go bad, it's not gonna heat up your dryer. Okay, this is an electric dryer. Okay, you can see I'm just put everything nice and tight. I'm gonna put all the wires back on. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, that's it. All right, now put all the parts back on. Make sure you put all the parts the same way, like the wires, like right here. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Connect the wires back on, and the switch door connectors as well, and that's pretty much it. Everything else you got it on. Where did you go? Make sure this is these ones that's gonna sit on each side. Okay. So the only problem on these dryers, well, when they go bad, it's just they had a lot of screws to take them apart. As you can see, it's not really expensive parts. You can always find it on eBay. I always recommend eBay. I know Amazon is so popular, but I never like. They have. I think I check both places for pricing, and I always like just eBay. I started with eBay, so they never got me down. So I'm cool. All right, guys. So that's it. You wanna put everything back on, and then after this, I'm gonna check the temperature of the dryer after you connect everything here, and then with this, by replacing the heat element, my dryer start heating up again. Okay. So good luck with yours. Let me know questions, comments. Just let me know in the box below. Thank you, and have a nice day, guys.